In the beginning, God created in 6 days. He turned to the above and sealed it. He turned to the below and sealed it. He turned to the east and sealed it. He turned to the west and sealed it. He turned to the south and sealed it. He turned to the north and sealed it. On the seventh day, he reflected upon his creation. The creation of the inner temple, or cube, I call the tomb of decision, a place deep within where your will is Lord. If you have ever had to make a life-changing decision, you'll understand what I mean. This is a very spiritual happening. A great force has been summoned. It will be. This dynamic is not removed from the mundane. It may be evoked simply by a decision to stop smoking. But when it's invoked, things change. Huge obstacles that we once thought as insurmountable are overcome. For it will be. This great spiritual force exists within us all. We may not know of it as spiritual, or that its power is immense, but we have all encountered it in some occasion in our lives. Upon the tree of life, the sphere of Geburah is known as strength. Its stanza from the Lord's Prayer is "Thy will be done," and its magical weapon is the sword. The card of the Lovers has as a central theme one of choice. This is demonstrated in the imagery of the lovers in the Garden of Eden. It corresponds to the Hebrew letter Zayin, whose totem is the sword. The sword is the weapon of great magical power, our capacity to choose. This is the greatest of powers, yet we know it not. Having a sword is one thing, having the strength and skill to use it is another. So the tomb of decision, a deep inner space where the foundation of a miracle is created. To visit the tomb, we must have a sense of the sacred. When the young King Arthur removed the sword from the anvil, all in the kingdom knew this is the rightful king. The anvil is the totem of the Sephara Malkuth, the kingdom, the elements. The sword is the flaming sword of the lightning flash. It starts from Ketha, I am. The sword is your I am. When you think, I am sad, I am happy, I am moody, etc., your sword is frozen in the anvil. When the I am is free to choose, the king removes the sword from the anvil. And he placed at the east of the garden cherubims and a flaming sword that turned every way to keep the way of the tree of life. When you go to the tomb of decision, you must honour your decision. This empowers your will, loosens the sword from the anvil, opens the way to the tree of life.